I was on my way to my mom's house for the holidays when this happened. She lives out in the middle of nowhere in the desolate part of Minnesota. If you've never been there, towns here are really spread apart. 2 towns 2 hours apart could have a population of 340. Okay, I may be exaggerating a bit, but it really is quite desolate up here. I was still 30 minutes or so away from my mom's house, and it being winter, it was already pitch black outside by 6 p.m. As I said before, it's really, really desolate up here. The roads I was driving on were typical Midwest country roads. Open fields with the occasional farm, but mostly empty fields. Still 30 minutes out, I come to a car flashing its hazards. I know everyone with a brain is going to second guess my decision making here, but I stopped. Hey, Minnesota nice, am I right? Anyways, it was a green Ford Taurus, maybe 2007 or 2008. It looked older, but it was in too good a condition to be a 2000 model or earlier. I didn't see anybody at first, and this was in the middle of nowhere, not even any houses. As I got closer, a man in a hoodie and jeans rose up from behind the car. I guess you can say I was a little sheltered growing up, because I still got out to offer help. "Hey there. Car broke down?" I said. "Nah, just a flat," the guy said. "Well, I'm on my way to my mom's, but I got a spare you can have. I have an extra one at her place." No, it's not damaged. Just too low of air to drive on," he said. "Could you give me a ride up to any auto parts store? I'll pay you for the gas money," he said. "I actually have an air compressor in my car. Hold on, I'll get it," I said. He then said something really damn weird. No, it's fine. I'd rather just go buy it instead of taking your emergency air." He was really persistent on going to any auto parts store, and God knows how many miles one is away. Not only that, most towns around here are really tiny, and even if we found an auto parts store, it would be some family-owned one and guaranteed they'd be closed. Besides, I could literally fix his issue in like 30 seconds rather than the hour or so we'd spend trying to find a store. I said this to him, and he did not like that response. "Okay, fine," he said. I may have been Minnesota nice, but that was really damn rude. Almost debated on not even helping him after that. I walked to the trunk of my car to get the air compressor. I don't know how I noticed it, but I looked down and there were footprints right by my trunk and on the passenger side. As far as I knew, he was the only person out there. Holding back the urge to puke as casually as I could, I said, "Damn, not in the trunk. I think I left it up front." I got back in my car, started it up, and saw him running towards my car. As soon as the car started, I went pedal to the metal and got the hell out of there. It's a miracle I didn't crash on these shit snow roads. This happened a few years ago, but I still wonder whose footsteps were by my car. I didn't hear anything or anyone. Up until I was 14 years old, up until this happened, I would always go downstairs at 5 a.m. because I was so excited for Christmas. At 5 a.m., it is still dark in New Jersey. I always slept with my sister the night before because we like to go downstairs together to look at the gifts and just relax. I checked to see if my parents were in their room asleep. I always did this to make sure I could sneak downstairs. We then woke up my brother to ask if he wanted to join us, but he always said no. We tiptoed downstairs and turned on the Christmas tree lights. I laid on my stomach on the floor towards the long hallway leading to the office. A few minutes passed, and I saw the light in the office abruptly turn on. I immediately pointed it out to my sister and freaked out. As soon as we started whispering, the light turned off quickly. We were so scared we hid in the corner and made sure nobody came out of that room. Later in the day, I made my way to the office room to check it out. I found the window open with the screen pushed out and the screen laying on the grass below. Stupid me never told my parents because I thought it was Santa. I told my dad just this year. I'm 19 now as of August 8th, and he was a little taken back by this weird story. My parents and I lived in a small home that was around 90 years old. The year would have been 1996, and we lived there from the time I was 7 years old to the time I was 19. From the very day that we moved in, I felt that I was not alone, and always felt uneasy. One year around Christmas time, I was having a friend spend the night. The heat had just shut off briefly, and she and I were sitting in the living room watching television when the temperature dropped dramatically. As I rose to turn up the heat, the Christmas tree began to shake violently. Ornaments were falling off right and left, and she and I were terrified. We ran upstairs and lay down on my bed. My white cat curled up with us, and my door was open slightly. When I gazed out at the dark hallway, I was horrified to see a tall white figure run down the hall. I turned to my friend, and she acknowledged that. Let's just say, she hasn't spent the night at my house in a while.